All right. Hey, everybody. Let's. This is a really off the cuff video. Didn't plan it whatsoever, but I thought I went to the store today and got the only Google Pixel Buds at our local Best Buy and thought I might as well make a video of it. I am currently using the Jabra Elite 75, not T's, just Elite 75s. I guess they are 75Ts, but not the active ones. So the Elite 75T. I've been using these for about 7 months, and I used the 65Ts before this and had no problem with those and love these as well. I'm fully expecting the Google Buds not to sound as good with bass and things like that. But there's a couple features that I sort of been waiting for with these, and open them up here, which is the ability to use the individual earbuds. So use the right or the left whenever I want to. I can't do that. There is the sort of with the Jabras where the left connects to the right, and that's you can only use the right one on its own. So I'm looking forward to that. These do have some swipe controls. The Jabras have physical buttons on the sides, which work fine, but do sometimes feel like you're pressing into your ear, and they are customizable to change what they do. But let's open these things up, and this is going to be horrible because I literally just have the one camera and not doing any funky post-production stuff or anything like that. But we'll open them up, and then we see the case, which does I gotta say, I have been reading some reviews and seeing people's opinions that this does feel really kind of neat, and it feels like I should be skipping this across a lake. So it definitely has that pebbly kind of feeling. But let's open that up. And there we go. So there is a sync button on the back, I assume, for the Bluetooth sync, which is apparently, this is different than the Jabras as well. The Jabras, you take them out, you pair them up out of the case, but these you actually pair within the case. At least that's how I understood it. Let's see what else is in here. We get the different sizes. I'm going to stick with the normal ones. I kind of have weird ears. Sometimes I need the medium size ones in the right ear and the smaller ones in the left ear. I don't know. Maybe I was dropped as a baby. In fact, I know I was dropped as a baby. And we get our USB-C cable, which is located at the bottom of the unit. These do support wireless charging. I do not have a Google Pixel phone or a Samsung phone that supports wireless charging. I use a OnePlus 7T right now, so we'll see how they act as well. So just to give you an idea, if you're not familiar with the Jabras, they are magnetically affixed in the case, and they will not fall out. And they work well, and they get a really good seal and have active noise cancellation with the hear through feature, so you can turn that on if you need to pause the music and hear what's going on around you. That's really good. You know, these do set fairly deep in the ears, and because of that, they do get a really good seal, and I can wear them for a couple hours at a time. I do find after that, you know, it's slight discomfort. I get that, you know, a few years ago, I was unable to, you know, I was never wearing these kind of earbuds at all. I was using the Jaybirds that had the big fin, and I always thought I needed that because these would never stay in. But they do actually work well, and I have used these at the gym and things like that. But we'll give these a go. We will open them up, and we get a light right away. It looks like it's already in some sort of pairing mode. I will look at my phone here. And look at that, I get a tap to pair right away. If you can see that, tap to pair right away. And I will tap to pair. And it says connecting. That is by far the easiest I've ever seen a Bluetooth device on an Android connect. Well, assuming it's going to connect. It is connecting, and we're connected. And connected to my phone. And we are solid light here. That's crazy. I mean, I know people with Apple, you're used to that. That's what your AirPods have been doing for a long time, but it's cool to see it on Android, honestly. So, like I say, what a crappy video, just a one-shot thing. I'm not even trying any, but that's okay. So we're gonna play something just so I can. I'm sort of interested on how these are gonna feel in the ear. They do have the little wingtip there, which is not. You can't change it, so hopefully this feels good. We'll see. I'll be honest, that feels kind of all right. It sits in there pretty good. I'm getting enough of a seal that I can, you hear your voice sort of at a lower volume, and that's not bad actually. That feels pretty good. The case still has some pretty good heft to it. It's a lot heavier. It's quite heavier than the Jabra one for sure. But like I say, it has a matte finish and it looks cool. And there we go. So I didn't even need to use the button. It just paired. That's really cool. White wasn't my favorite color, but I have a friend who always gives me crap for not having like an Apple and AirPods and stuff like that. So he might appreciate the white. I don't know. So I'm just gonna go. Let's just play something. This is all just gonna be my opinion compared to having the Jabras there. Good Lord, what am I gonna play? Instantly, let's go to some Five-Finger Death Punch right off the bat. So these have like let's pause. So these have like some sort of. They're going to try to figure out the noise in the room and kind of calculate how loud they think they should be. I think that was going on a little bit because I noticed that when I hit volume up a couple times, it went up, but then it kind of went back down, and then I had to hit it again, and then it kind of stayed there. So I'll probably have to dive into some settings a little bit for that. Actually, pretty darn impressive. I was expecting there to be less bass there compared to the Elite 75s. The fit's really good, honestly. It's a lot. They don't come out. They don't feel as snug because they're not going as deep as the Elites, but I got to tell you, they probably feel a lot more comfortable. I think I could wear these a lot longer. Wow. And I got to tell you, I'm not a fan of AirPods, the original AirPods. The AirPods Pro are kind of okay. I've used them. They probably are pretty cool. These sound very similar to that in the sound. I'm surprised. I'm just gonna turn that bug on. See what happens when we tap. Okay, so that paused it. Makes sense. It gives a little tone when it pauses it. Play, okay. That pauses it as well, so it didn't matter which one. So that does volume up. Swiping back, that does volume down. I love that. I love not having to press to have it go right into my ear. And both sides do the same thing. Okay, I'm impressed. Of course, what I really can't hear is I can't hear whether the sound's leaking a lot. So it turns off when you take one out. Jabras do that as well. it seemed like it took a little longer. Well, that came right back on. Yeah, so it takes about a second, maybe just a little less than a second to pause after you take one out. Let me put it back in. Yeah, so about a second. It's probably not a huge deal, actually. Um, Obviously, there's no hear through on these or anything like that. There's no active noise canceling. I got to tell you, I like them right off the bat. When I have them paused, let's see. So I can hear everything fairly well. You know that I'll miss the pass through a little bit that the Jabra had, but you know what? The fit is really good. I am really impressed with the fit on these compared to the Jabras being stuck way in there. I like that. They don't protrude as much, so that's kind of nice. I haven't figured out to, I'm assuming it's double tap to yeah, so your normal double tap to fast forward song, triple tap to go back. And I'm not going to say it right now because we're live and I don't want to set everybody's Googles off. But if you do the Google keyword, I think you can do it without, I've been told you can do it with just voice. You don't need to tap anything to initiate it like you would have on most earbuds or headphones. So that's kind of cool. All right, initial thoughts. I like them. The comfort is crazy. Like, I can't believe how comfortable they are. And I don't think I need to change what earpiece that has. That's really seamless. That's crazy. I'll assume on here I'll have some sort of. I haven't really looked at it, obviously. I guess if I play something first here. Okay, so I was just looking at it. I just want to see. So it gives you the left and right battery levels, both at 100% right now, right out of the box. So that's kind of cool. Settings, so it'll give you sort of the left and right there. Google Assistant, find your device, obviously, if you left your headphones somewhere. HDI, phone calls, blah, blah, blah. Everything else is fairly normal. This looks good. I'm not going to stretch out the video. I'm impressed. Obviously, maybe I'll follow it up in a video after I've used it for a week or so to see if I'm still feel the same way. But I am, obviously the bass is better on the Jabras, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. This has a lot more. This is very close to the AirPods Pro that I've tested out. So I'm really happy with that. And let me know in the comments if you have any more questions. I'm sure I didn't cover enough. Obviously, battery life I'm sure is fine on these. I think it's something like 30 hours in the case. Maybe it's not as much as the Jabras. The Jabras I think will get like 5 to 7 hours or something like that on each charge on the headphones themselves. I think these are like 3.5 to 4 or something like that. I can't see that being an issue though. Maybe I'll get a wireless charger if I really like them, so I can plop them down. Maybe one day I'll get a phone with a wireless charger charging in it as well. That would be nice. So, anyways, love the quick pairing. That was really cool. I've never seen that before, and not even having to have it be a Pixel phone, which is even better. So yeah, I give an update after I've charged them a couple times and actually used them. But so far, pretty happy with them. In Canada, they're a little pricey. They're like $239. The Jabras were about that same price. I think they were $219 when I bought them. And maybe I'll change. I said I had the weird ear over here. This one is a little looser than this one's. Well, just turn it on. So I might change the one ear tip over here just to see if it makes any difference. Use the slightly larger one maybe. But so far, yeah, I could deal with these all day, I think, actually being in. So, okay. Thanks for joining me. Ask any questions in there. I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. And talk to you guys later.